Hey everybody, welcome to Country Girl. Today's video I'm going to be showing you 7 easy DIYs that you can do for some patriotic decor in your home. I had hoped to be able to get this video out for you last week so that you could see this prior to Memorial Day, but my schedule was just so hectic, and I did have to film these DIYs over the course of several different days. So I wasn't able to do that, but we still have about a little over a month before 4th of July. So I hope that I'm able to give you some good ideas on things that you can do for some decor for your home, and I hope you enjoy this video. The first DIY that I'm going to do is I'm just going to wrap some tin cans with some patriotic design paper. I did pull the paper that I used out of my scrapbook collection. I had actually thought I had more, but I did not. If you don't have any scrapbook paper or anything, you can use wrapping paper. You can use a brown paper bag. You can just contact paper, whatever you have on hand to decorate the cans with. And you can use any size can that you want as well. The size that I'm using today is just your standard vegetable or soup can. And I just measured that paper to the can to determine how wide I wanted to get that. And I just took a hot glue gun and I ran it down the side of the can to secure where I'm going to start where I'm going to place my paper. And then I'm just going to wrap the paper around the can and make sure that it's even, and then take another strip of glue and place it on the paper so that I can secure it at the end. I did not add any more glue as I was wrapping, so it is just at the beginning and the end, and that works just fine. And if you don't have hot glue, you can always use your standard Elmer's glue, but you will have to let those sit and dry for a little while. And if you do use the Elmer's glue, just be careful that you don't use too much, because when you do that, because it is wet, it can bow your paper a little bit. But I decided that I was going to decorate 3 cans, and 2 of those I used basically the same pattern for. And then the third can, I ended up using some stars on some blue paper. And you can rearrange or arrange those cans any way you want to. You can put them together, you can put them separately. But I decided that I wanted to put mine together. And I had some leftover material from a bandana that I had used. And so I thought that would look pretty laying down in front of the tin cans or around them. As you can see on one of those little tin cans, I did put a little sticker on that. So again, you can decorate these however you want. The flowers that I'm using to put into these tin cans were actually flowers that came from Walmart, but I think they do have something similar to this at the Dollar Tree. I just happened to be at Walmart that day, and I knew I wasn't going to make it by the Dollar Tree, so I went ahead and bought the flowers that they had. But they are red, white, and blue, and so I just decided to put those into the tin cans. And as a note too, the little flags that you get, and I did buy some little flags at the Walmart while I was there that are a little bit smaller than the ones from the Dollar Tree. I think you got 4 in a pack for like $1.99 or something. But putting flags down into vases or, plants or anything that you have around your house just gives it more of a patriotic feel to the theme that you're going for. So I was real happy with how those turned out. And it's just a cute way to add some flowers and decor to your home for the Memorial Day or 4th of July season. Now the next thing that I'm going to do, these are Dollar Tree flags that I have purchased. And I'm just sliding that right off of the little plastic stick. And I'm bending it around so that I can get it into my vase, because I thought it would look really pretty tucked down in there as a filler. Also, you will want to use a clear vase if you are going to do that, but you could put tissue paper or anything you want to down there. I just thought that was really cute to be able to put the flag down in there. And those flowers did come from the Dollar Tree. So I thought that was real pretty to be able to just very quick, very simple little flower vase design. And so anyway, that's how I decorated that. Another cute addition to the decor that you can place somewhere in your home. Number 3 DIY. This is I saw this on Pinterest, and of course, you know, we always see these things on Pinterest, and then we go to do them. They don't look as nice, or it don't for me anyway, as the ones that I see. But I thought I was going to give it a try, and it turned out okay. But I would have to say that out of all the projects that I am showing you on this video, this is probably my least favorite. The bandana that I'm cutting up right now did come from the Dollar Tree, and it was 2 in a pack. One was the flag, and on the other one was just your standard red bandana. So I'm cutting these into little strips. I would say I did not measure these with a ruler. I just put it around the styrofoam ball that I was using and measured it that way. But I'm not sure exactly how many strips it took. I'm wanting to say maybe about 10, but I'm not positive. But I did just cut the strips probably about a ½ an inch to 1 inch wide. The smaller your strips, the better they will fold around your styrofoam ball or whatever it is that you're using. The lady on Pinterest actually used the little plastic baseballs, but I had these styrofoam balls left over from another project that I had done before, so that's what I used, and they're about the size of a baseball. And I'm just using some hot glue, and I just glued it at 4 points, one at the top, then, you know, one on each side and one at the bottom to secure it. And you just want to go around your styrofoam ball with these strips. And I went crisscrossed all the way around until the whole entire styrofoam ball was covered. But when I did the blue ball, which is I'm doing right here, I did cut my strips a little bit wider. So I had some fabric that kind of poked out on it a little bit. I'm not sure if you could tell in the video. But when I did the red ball, or used the red bandana, I cut those strips a little bit smaller. And so I do think that they turned out a little better than the one that I did with the blue one. Also, something you want to keep in mind is when you do these, you want to start at the same point and end at the same point each time. It just makes your pattern flow a little bit better. But if you have any kind of dish or any kind of bowl or anything that you put on your coffee table or anything like that, or as a centerpiece in the middle of your dining room table, this would be very pretty. I put these in a bowl to show you, and you'll see that in just a minute. But I actually transferred those to my 3-tier tray that I have, and I'm not finished decorating it, so I did not show that on this video. I just put those in there. I just liked them better that way. And I only had 3 styrofoam balls to do, so I think it would have probably been better if I would have had 5 as far as showing in my showpiece. But this project does take a little while, because of the strips that you have to cut and everything. And then, you know, of course, gluing all the strips to each one of the balls. But anyway, I wanted to give this a try, and not that I was terribly disappointed with it or anything, because I think it turned out okay. It's just, you know, like I said, it just wasn't one of my favorites. But, you know, maybe you can do this and have a little bit better luck with it, and maybe make a few more. And, you know, it would be a nice little centerpiece for something that you want to have in your home. This next DIY project is really easy. I just printed out the Pledge of Allegiance from a website, and I will put that link down below. And then I just took a Dollar Tree picture frame and painted it blue. Pop that in there, and I just thought it looked really pretty standing up. If you want to make it a little bit more festive, you can add a bow to that, or you could even put some blue glitter or something around it. This project is really easy to do, and it actually turned out a lot better than I thought it was going to. But I had bought another pack of the bandanas from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just laying these out flat, matching them up, and I'm going to make a pillow out of this. So I'm going to be sewing this inside out, and so what you're going to want is you're going to put the brightest side of your bandanas facing each other with the faded side out. And after you get the corners and everything matched up and evened out, it'd probably be a good idea just to take some pins, some straight pins to put in there just to hold it so that it don't slide around while you are sewing this. Now, I'm going to tell you that I did not sew this with a sewing machine. I did sew this by hand. So if you have a sewing machine, this shouldn't take you no more than 5 minutes just to zip this through and get it sewed up. But although I have a sewing machine, I have not yet learned how to use it. And so anyway, I ended up hand sewing this. It took me about an hour to do. And that's okay because, you know, sitting there sewing actually is very calming for me. So I enjoy doing that. But anyway, I'm just showing you a little bit of me sewing this, and I'm just making a straight stitch all the way around. And I am going to leave a little bit of space open, probably about 5 or 6 inches, so that I can stuff the put the stuffing inside of the pillow. But after I get done with everything, I'm going to take that and I'm going to turn that in right side out so that the bright side of the bandanas are actually going to be on the outside, which is what you want because that's the part of the pillow that you're going to see. So after I get that turned out the way I want it, I'm just going to take the stuffing and I almost took a whole entire bag of the stuffing that I call it stuffing, but polyfill, I guess is what it is. But I had bought that at Walmart, and I think it's only like $3 or $4 for a huge bag of it. But it did take just about all that I had. I think I had previously used a little bit for another project, so you can see that that bag is pretty full. And I probably could have added a lot more to it, but I liked the softness of it. I didn't want to pack it too hard. But this pillow ended up being a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. And I did not wash these bandanas prior to doing this pillow because in the past when I have done that, I've noticed that it causes the bandanas to shrink up a little bit. And it kind of loses the silkiness and feels more of the cotton. And so, you know, like I said, I didn't. You can wash yours first if that's what you want to do. But I did not. So after I get the pillow stuffed, I just turn the edges in and I'm doing the invisible stitch. And I didn't really show you how I did that because every time I do it, I have to think about how to do it because I have to refresh my memory. I can't ever remember. It takes me playing around with it for a little while before I actually can achieve that. But I did end up doing the invisible stitch on that and closing that end up. And then this is the final product of the pillow. I thought it turned out really, really pretty. And you could switch it on either side, whichever one you want, or you can make two and have one on each side. Another cute DIY pillow that you can do is to just, if you got any kind of pillow laying around, just a standard pillow, it don't have to be white. It could be red or blue or, you know, just something that you want to decorate. You could tie a Dollar Tree scarf around this pillow and it just makes it festive. The pillow that I'm using is actually a Christmas pillow, and I just flipped it around to the solid side so that I could do this. And this scarf that I purchased, I actually got it last year at the Dollar Tree, but I do think they still sell this design. And the Dollar Tree has some really pretty 4th of July or patriotic scarves out this year. And the scarf is just so nice to use because you can stretch it and pull it any way that you want to. You can make it as big or as small as you want to. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, you know, it doesn't matter if it's just a little bit messy because to me, I think it just kind of like adds to it. But I just thought it turned out really cute putting that on there. And you can do this with several different pillows in your house. But like I said, I just took an old Christmas pillow, tied a little bow around it, and that's how I used it to set up on my couch. And I thought it turned out really good. The last DIY that I'm going to show you is probably my favorite. And I did not come up with this idea on my own. I saw, I think it was Auntie Cuckoo on her channel. She had hauled these things and had just said what she was going to do with it. She didn't actually do the DIY, I don't think, but I knew exactly what she was doing. So she gave me the idea based off what she had said, and I just thought that would be super cute. So I was able to purchase the red, white, or clear red and blue little hanging votive or tea light holders, and I did decide to go ahead and buy the solar lights that had the stars around them for the 4th of July. And you can use any of the solar lights they've got. They've got different ones. But I'm just taking some hot glue and I'm gluing it around on the edge, or putting glue around the edge and pushing that down. Later on, if I decide I want to switch those out, hot glue does pop off of glass pretty easily. So I can probably switch those out without a problem. But I did decide to go back after I glued all these, and I did put another coat of the hot glue around it to seal it, because I did not want any rain or anything like that to get into the jars. But I took the 3 shepherd hooks, lined them up along my walkway, and just hung the lanterns out there, and I just thought they looked really, really cute.